Hey, what's up everybody? Tesla veteran back at you making another video. Just a quick intro here before we go outside and put these new, they are scuffs, essentially to protect, put a sacrificial layer on your rims to protect from curb rash, which a couple of my rims actually do have some curb rash. So this is to put a layer going at low speeds to put them on. Company is from Scuffs. From rimblades.com. I'll go ahead and I will put that link in the description below. So I was looking for a product. I went to a couple different sites, priced some stuff out. Especially being in Hawaii, it can be a little bit expensive to ship here. But there are a few sites that I went to that I liked their product, but when I went to order it and with their shipping, it was $40 to get it shipped here to Hawaii from where if I shipped it to my folks' house on the mainland, it would have been free or would have been like less than $10. So I don't know. I kind of know why it is, but I don't. Postal service, whatever, it always gets here in the same amount of time, and it's the same price for you to send it to next door on the mainland, or I ship it here from to Hawaii from the mainland. So I found this product here, actually from Rimbase, from Scuffs. That's what the product is called. There's the other ones on there too, but these are the ones I like the best from what I had seen from Rimblades. Read some reviews, had some positive reviews on it. So when I ordered them, it is a based out of the United Kingdom. And the product plus shipping from the UK to Hawaii international was about $50. That includes the product as well as shipping. So I don't know what the issue is with some of these sites in shipping to Hawaii, but when it comes to saving some money and getting a similar product, went ahead and took the cheaper route. So when we get some time here, we're going to go ahead and go outside and film myself putting them on. How you're going to do it, how it works, how it looks, that kind of thing. Basically, you got to make sure the rims are clean, no tire black stuff on it. All this that's going to interfere with the adhesion. So make sure they're clean. They give you a couple alcohol wipes and some primer for the adhesion that goes on there. Basically, it's just a little foam piece that you stick around your rims. Put them on, cut them to size, and then they suggest you're not supposed to drive over 40 miles an hour for at least 24 hours. So if you're going to do this, make sure that you follow those rules as well. So I'm sure that's going to be pretty important. For my commute here, I live very near where I work, and I don't go above 30 miles an hour, usually going to and from work during the week. So it'll be fine if I do it during the week. Just can't do it in the weekend when you use the expressway, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started here shortly. Going to put these on the car, kind of see how it works, show you the process. And then if I get a chance, I will follow up with a later video. I'm not going to purposely go do a curb to see how they work, but just see how they are after a few days, few weeks, whatever, so you can kind of see how it is. Alright, so we decided to go ahead and put these on today. Scuffs from Rimblades. Follow the instructions inside. They do require a 24-hour period to adhere, so we're not going to be driving the car too much tomorrow. So we're going to do it then. You can drive it, but they recommend not doing it over 40 miles an hour. So what's going to come in the box, you're going to see this right here. You're going to see the actual product itself. I think it's in one long strip. Actually, it might be a couple of shorter ones. We'll see. I haven't really messed with it yet. Let's find out. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, okay. There's one, two. That's nice. That's good they don't come in one long strip, so that way you can do them one per tire. So they're different sizes for different size rims, of course. If you go on the website, you can order it. These are the standard 18-inch wheels from Tesla. So you're going to get 4 of these individual bands that you're going to see inside of here. And then also, what you're going to see is surface cleaner sachet. There's going to be 4 of them in here. And there's going to be an automotive adhesion promoter on here as well. So there's instructions, temperature, that stuff too, what to do it, how to apply it. There's an instructional video from Rimblades. I'll link in the description so you can actually see it. So we'll go ahead and we'll separate these out. What you're going to want to do, you're going to not put the adhesion on first. You're going to use the cleaner pads, the 4 individual ones, basically just alcohol wipes. Make sure the tires, we already cleaned them off here, so the edge is clean. There's no tire black or anything on it as well, because you don't want anything to interfere with the adhesion. So all we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and open up one of these, and it should be fairly good size. you're going to do is just going to take it around the edge and just wipe, turning the cloth so that you get some of this dirt and whatnot on here. You want to make sure that the alcohol from the pad is actually hitting it. So you can see it's pulling off a little bit of dirt, which is fine. You want to make sure it's as clean as you can to ensure a good adhesion. So we're just going to take it like this. For the Model 3, for these rims, it's going to go on this part right here. It's not going to go here. This is the part that gets curb rash. I'll show you on a different rim over there. We've got some pretty good curb rash on a couple of our rims. So this actually covers it nicely and will actually help prevent more, hopefully in the future. Well, hopefully you want to test that theory. So cloth is kind of drying up a little bit. So just kind of wipe that, just like you see it there. Give it a few seconds to dry. There we have it. See, it did pull up a little more dirt, so always good to make sure it is nice and clean to do this. So there you have it. Now we have the automotive adhesion promoter pads that we have here. So go ahead and open these up. So this is what is going to help the adhesion property on here. It's actually sealed up pretty good. I got this to cut these as well when you're done, because there still will be extra on here too. So I'll go ahead and just give this a little bit of a cut so I can actually open it here. All right. This was actually sealed up really well. So this is going to help the adhesion. And it's actually sealed inside the plastic here too. So you see it here on the inside. You got to make sure you break this plastic seal in order to get it out. So there we go. It's a little sponge. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the adhesion promoter right here on the outside of where it's supposed to stick. And they say to go ahead and turn it right here occasionally. It's hitting some of the tires, so it's getting a little bit of dirt on it as well. But this will help the adhesion process after it's been cleaned. So we'll just kind of go over the adhesion. This is part of the rim here. I apologize for the noise. We live in a military installation with lots of helicopters. So, they suggested you wait about 4 or 5 minutes for this to set up, so it can. So basically, it's putting a little bit of a tacky film over here to help hold the scuff in place, so it has kind of a better part to adhere to. So I've got that done. So I can feel it kind of sticking on my fingers. They're kind of sticking together a little bit. So that's all you do with that. That is pretty much spent. So we'll come back here about 5 minutes, and then we'll start putting these on, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and try to put the scuffs here on the outside of the rim. Actually fits really nice along this edge that's over here. What they suggest is to go ahead, the tape on the back here, just kind of get a little edge lifted. You're going to peel part of it back, not the whole thing. So what you're going to go and you're going to kind of hold it back, and you're going to get right up in here. So I usually start at the top here. It makes it a little bit easier. There's a little edge, a little lip here on the top. You're going to align that with the top here on the edge, and go ahead and put some pretty firm pressure, at least on this part. So this one actually sticks pretty well, so it will actually hold on to it. And then according to the video, what we're going to do is you're going to take little short things. You're going to peel this back, feel the lip, and go ahead and add nice even pressure to it. And then we're going to pull this back a little more, and we're going to continue to follow this lip right here, adding pressure. It actually seems to be sticking really well. So just kind of follow that, kind of look here at the front to make sure that it's even, so it looks nice when you're done. It actually seems to blend really well, the black and the silver, silver or black rims that we have here. I think it actually looks really nice. So here we go with the rest of it here, and we're basically going to continue this process all the way around the rim, and then we'll come back here when I get towards the edge, the end of it, and then I'll show you what to do then. All right, so here we're towards the end of it. Come in here a little closer. So what they recommended, kind of got it, you can see it right around the edge. Of course, you got plenty of extra here too. I probably could have done a 19 or 20 inch on these. but if you hear my daughter, I apologize, but she's excited. So what they suggested to do is to go ahead and leave some of this on there, to measure it around for what you have left, and to cut what you'll see here a little bit extra on the end. So I can't remember exactly how much they said, but you just need a little bit extra. Go ahead and cut it just like so, as straight as you can. Okay, so then what we'll do is the last part of it is you can always cut it, you know, a longer is better than shorter. So I'll probably have to cut this a little bit because then they suggested going just like that. So you get a nice edge right there. It's buttoned up against it, so it's really hard to see. And now that I've got it all lined up and looking nice, I can go through and apply a bit more firm pressure along the rest of the scuff here. Material when I got it didn't seem like it was gonna, it seemed a little flimsy, but now that I actually have it on the rim, where it's got the rim behind it and everything, it actually feels really nice. So I am very, very pleased with how this turned out. Very simple, easy to do. A couple of quick step process, probably do all 4 tires, probably take me a half hour, 40 minutes, just following those easy steps. One thing I will warn you against these here as well is these work only if you have the weights for your tires, either on the inside, if they put the weights here, or on the back side of the tire. So if you have weights here to balance your tires, if they're on this outside edge, you're going to have to move them to the bag, take it to a wheel balancing place so they can remove those from the outside, so they can move them to the inside, or add the weights here on the inside of your rim. So that's one thing you got to consider with these two. So just be aware of that going forward. So I'll show you how it covers up some of the road rash from all the other rims here. We'll start that process here in just a second, and then we'll go from there so you can see how it applies to a rim that already has some road rash on it. Alright, so here we are at one of the rims that has a significant or a fair amount of curb rash. Again, just got the edge over here too. So one thing I noticed, if you're going to put these on over road rash, or not road rash, curb rash, when you use the alcohol wipe, if you're going over a curb rash, if there is an edges, so it's a little bit sharp, you might want to just dab it, because if you go over it like that, it's going to leave a little bit of fibers behind, which I had to scrape out with that. So just kind of get them off, and then went over it again, went over it with the adhesion pad, and seems to be ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and peel this back here. Just get a nice little area here started, and then we're going to go right over the curb rash, right like that. So the beginning part here, we'll go ahead and push down on it pretty good so we can get a good hold on it, and then we'll do the same thing as we did on the other rim. We'll simply follow it around using that lip that's on top, and simply follow it around the curb rash itself. So as you can see, it actually covered it up really well. Don't really even see it anymore. I'm gonna kind of adjust this a little bit forward here, so you can kind of see, at least if it has it right there, it is completely covered. So once these are on, you won't even see it anymore. Alright, so here we have the Scuffs all complete, all 4 tires, and you can see I just finished it, so I just backed the car up. Have a nice edge here around the outside. Seems to fit really well with the Model 3s. So it highly recommend. We'll go through a brief overview video here about how I feel about this process went, and then take it from there. Alright, so just so you can also see this as well, we put this on with the wheel delete kit on there as well. And before I purchased it, I really didn't even think about adding the aero wheel covers back onto it. But the way this sits on the rim itself, it will allow you to put the aero rims back on. So they do fit right on the inside there. You can kind of see, so it works just perfectly with it. Front and back. So I tried a couple of them and it did fit. So as long as you fit them on the correct way they're supposed to, they will actually work with your aero rims, aero wheel covers as well. So if you're going on a long trip and you want some extra range, make sure you put that on there too. I also do not know if having these on is going to affect the range as well, because they said the aero wheels do. I don't know if having those caps on there are going to affect the range in any significant way, but even if it is, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But just so you know, they do fit with the aero wheel covers. Alright, so there you have it. Installed the Scuffs on the Model 3 to protect against curb rash. Works with the aero wheels with the cover, and also without the cover. Works just fine. Driven on it for a couple days, nothing's happened to it. Haven't tried to run up on any curves, so we're not going to test it, but I think it's actually going to perform pretty well. So thanks for stopping by to check out the video. Any questions that you have about the product, ease of installation, things like that, just feel free to write them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. The link to rim blades and the website is also going to be in the description, as well as their how-to video. I think it's on the site, but if it's not, I'll link that in there as well. So appreciate stopping by, checking it out. As always, like, subscribe, it always helps out, makes me want to do more of these videos in the future. So if you're also looking to purchase a Tesla and you need a referral code to get some free supercharging for 6 or 9 months, depending upon if you take delivery of your vehicle and not test drive it, they give you extra months or something like that. So that got extended, I believe, until March. So please feel free. Referral code is going to be in the description. So if you're looking to get limited supercharging for your vehicle for 6 months, please use that. When you order your car, time of delivery, things like that, it really would help me out. Appreciate it. Thank you.